See, it's the Gwyn, it's the 1-1. All right, so they're forcing a different pickup here now for Kusei. Still, they could go for the claw, just rock with the macro, play around the map, and it's still a very solid marksman anyway, either way.
Okay, well, the 1-1 being picked up, Guinevere, is this also just possibly, see us soon taking up the Martes? Once again, we talked about this the last time that matchup picked up. Opt for safety, right? I mean, for the most part, in terms of utility taking for CS Soon, if they want to go with the Martes, then there is still always that possibility. Yes, you have the Mortal Coil, you can work around that, but really it's the momentum, and that's what CS Soon loves, right? Get those decimates off early on if they want to work around it, but they go the Lancelot and the Claw Dancer.
Which, again, it's more heroes that can kind of play around Magister here. If Magister doesn't land that Violent Requiem, it's problems, just like the problems that Magister had in game number 2.
Yeah. Don't forget, we can still flex the Guinevere into the roam. Not often a scene anymore. It's still a priority jungle, especially here in M5, and not just in the main stage, even in wildcard. Seems to be more of the play, but still, cannot discount that. I wonder. No, it's not warranted. You're up against a Valentina. It's not warranted to just go ahead and pick up the Diggy if you're Deus Volt. But it's a Diggy in 1-1. Something about it that seems so enticing, but you don't see enough picks. So it's Minotaur instead. Yeah.
I feel like Diggy would be a little too risky, right? I mean, for the most part, you're like too squishy to kind of deal with this. And going back to what we saw, the performance previously, with this Lancelot pick, you're going to have an answer for it. And having that Minotaur there will kind of help alleviate some of that, of course, pressure. But even looking at this, right, the Valentina comparison, Raw, he's been doing pretty good on this. The KDA is quite insane.
Yeah, number 4 in KDA with that hero, actually. And most used hero, high win rate. It seems like DEVU will struggle with the Valentina pickup.
Okay. Coming into these last bands, though, did it Cho? I was thinking to take Lapu. Okay.
Yeah, still got to focus on the XP lane, right? If we look back at even the previous game, like how many times did we say leading into that draft, like give Kid Bomba one of those Bomba heroes, right? It was Bomba the Trizla, the Bomba mentality to be able to channel that in. That's going to be the case here once again, even for Deus Volt. How do they work around that? Novario is going to be banned out here. They're looking as well to kind of choke in some of the options really for the mid lane for DEVU. Once again, they already took out the Lilia. They take out the Novaria. What is left on the table against this Valentina pick? Because typically you even see the Faramis in that matchup, but it's gone now. So what are we left with here? Is it a possibility that DEVU wants to go with a Gord, which we saw previously going against a Valentina?
But
is that up there? Hero pool.
Maybe. Maybe. I know you'd love that Naisu. I don't know. I was going to say ban the Diggy. I didn't really have time to. That would definitely put a wrench in like everything they have, all 3 of their heroes right there. And I think that's what they were thinking about too. It's like, do we ban that? Are they really going to pick that? Are they really going to pick that? Are we going to waste the ban? Yeah. It's definitely safe because if that came in, it would literally just shatter their whole composition.
Yeah.
Gord, I mean, yeah, it could happen. It could happen.
I see 2 picks here, though, that will make it struggle. Yes, you can pick up the Gord to give a little bit of difficulty to the Valentina, but then you're up against Lancelot and Claude. You don't know what the roamer is. It might be something that comes out of nowhere. If ever the mid lane pick is going to come last, they pick their XP laner pick now. Either they're going to get the Trizla for Kid Bomba. If it's not going to be the Trizla, then they get something like the Khalid instead.
Khalid, yeah. Mid lane, though, really, from what we've seen so far, with these bans coming out, there's still, I mean, this could be a time, too, that we see something different pop up, right? But really, is that the time to kind of go and opt for some of these niche picks? There it is.
Oh, you called it, my man.
All right.
Wow. I know the laugh.
High five. High five.
I'll high five you, bro.
I can't reach you, but here's a spiritual high five.
Spiritual high five. Hey, you really... As much as I wanted to go with Gord, again, when you're looking at the bans, right, and knowing the matchup, it's Valentina. We even saw this back in the MPL leagues, right? Yeah. A lot of teams were actually doing this. They were picking up the Gord to go against the Valentina, especially the fact that you didn't have a Faramis available to you. So, it makes sense, but yeah, like you said, in going against a Lancelot and a Claude who are going to be coming in from different angles. Very hard to even land that Mystic projectile is going to be the difficult part. And then, not to mention, that's even worse.
That's a rough gourd game right there.
That's a rough gourd game.
It is Sunset Lover, though.
Yeah.
It is. But still, you can only, whether, I don't know what he's going to take. Is it the Purify, the Flicker? But you can only dodge so many things, gentlemen.
He knows. He's like, yeah, this is going to be tough. Let me drink some water real fast. Hydrate.
I got to hydrate before this game.
Could be a long game right here. Kid Bomba now going to need to pick something up. Does he go for the typical Riz?
Rizla, everyone's dive. Yuzon won't work out unless they're seriously just going to use the Petrify. Maybe Paquito?
Kindness
it looks like
is
it.
the surest path to ruination.
There you go.
Okay.
Yuzon.
Huh. Wouldn't have been my pick, but it seems like Petrify is the way to go. And then at the same time with everyone just diving, but you're also giving the Black Dragon form to the Valentina while you have a gourd?
Yeah.
That's tough, buddy.
Maybe that's why he took a sip of water.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna pick this. I'm gonna pick this Yuzon.
You're already talking about it. It's like, all right, guys. Here's what I think. Gulp, 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 gulp. Just do it. Just go for it.
Just go for it, right? Really, when it comes down to it, with as much initiation and aggression that can be thrown at this lineup, really, you have to take care of it. You have to be able to peel in certain situations. You have to be able to decide, is this the right time to actually go and be the aggressor, or do we need to be more on that back foot, the defense? We saw a very long game, the previous one, and will they be able to once again, Deus Fall, take it to game at number 5, extend the series ahead of them as they get it situated once again going into the Land of Dawn. Deus Volt versus See You Soon. Tournament lives come down to this as it's match point for See You Soon.
Yeah, so the question on all of our minds is can DEVU equalize here, right? We were a little iffy about some of their picks on the draft, so it's definitely not going to be an easy one.
Folks, I'm just going to say it right now. If Deus Volt win this game, and Sunset Lover has a respectable gourd KDA, we can just call him the greatest gourd of all time, man. Because this is a game, on paper, where gourd is going to be almost impossible to pull off. It's going to take next level teamwork to make sure Sunset Lover stays alive and he gets the free hit.
Yeah, he's going to be playing from a distance here. Even with that, again, the other aggression that happens here. Magister. Okay.
Damage on Raw already.
Still going.
The finish. Gonna keep going. First blood. Over to DEVU.
Still, again, Magister, the fact that he picked up the Guinevere and is gonna get that first blood is a great start here for DEVU. As we talk about even this lineup and how they're gonna play around that. Well, you get a first blood on your jungler. That's great.
Yeah. So now Deus Volt are making the right call of just trying to control around the mid. A little bit too early right now to really apply pressure into the side lanes, but if you want to apply pressure into the side lanes indirectly, you do so by controlling the middle of the map. Ooh. That opens up more rotations for you. I like what Deus Volt are doing here now. See you soon. How will you respond?
Look at Magister looking for the pick here, being patient with it. Here comes MP as well. He's going to get the knock up. Violent Requiem, it's a lot of damage. Can't get to finish the stun. First, another kill on to MP there. Kid Bomba looking for more. Sunset Lover here to back him up, and now Kid Bomba in a little bit of trouble. Felix going to get the dash through and the kill. A 1-for-1, but they take the jungle.
Yeah, unfortunately, no ultimate available for Sunset Lover in that exchange. He does have the level 4 now.
Ooh, Felix with a final slash. Magister able to finally get the turtle, but it was a little bit dangerous. Oh, whoa! With the knock-up, Felix goes down. DEVU starting out strong.
Oh, and they're already exchanging TPs. That's how you know a team is confident that they can force game number 5, despite it looking very difficult for one of your picks. But Deus Volt right now have made the right early game decisions. Chase down the Valentina, make that struggle. Be patient, wait, and understand the rotation of your opposing jungler. Punish and then take him down. Get the turtle as well. Maximize an ultimate to secure another kill. Again, see you soon. The question still stands. How will you respond?
All right, it's going to be a long road for DEVU, but they're starting off the beginning very well right now. 1K gold lead. Turtle going to be up in about 70 seconds. DEVU definitely feeling in control.
And the thing I like about it, too, is the fact that, you know, playing with this lead, DEVU putting pressure where they have to around it. It's still going.
Knock up onto MP. A lot of damage and another kill. Carvey putting that one in his pocket this time.
Again, going back to it, putting pressure where they have to. Sometimes it's just responding to the rotations from SYS. Of course, not allowing them.
Oh, another one. Ooh.
Okay.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it correctly.
He doesn't have it. Right. He
Still a
just
threat.
used it. I was scared there for a moment for Ra. But yeah, this what. Yeah, you put it. You said the right thing there, nice. It was just putting the pressure at the right place at the right time. And once again, Kid Bomba, can he?
Still going.
A lot of damage on Felix. Magister 3-0-2 right now. He's had a rough couple games, but this time he's feeling it.
Magister's on fire, man. I mean, this is the best start you can have here. Again, when it was only the first blood and now leading into this. And with that, I mean, even looking at things kind of unfold, Sunset Lover also took the Arcane Boots, by the way, on the Gourd, so he's not going for the cooldown, he's going for the damage. He is going to be building into the Talisman first, I believe, and then he'll be scaling up really quickly with that. So we'll see how that all, once again, plays a part here.
No, again? No, not again. Magister 4-0-2, we're 4 minutes in. That is 1 kill a minute right now. Gonna work on the turtle now. And SYS can do nothing about it.
This is all Magister, man.
Yep.
I mean, this is great rotation, team-wide by DEVU, what they're doing. But he's just understanding his opposing jungler so well. We are witnessing a jungler reading a fellow jungler to the point where he's there in the nearest bush, a step ahead of the time, and then he's gonna pick him off, combo, take him out, rinse and repeat. It's the glasses, man.
He's been downloading.
Yeah, he's been downloading. You know those anime characters with the glasses? It's like, oh, he's just a side character. He's just there. Next thing you know, he just does that thing. The light shines.
The
in
sunshine hits it.
Yeah. That hits it perfectly, right? That's what he's pretty much. He's activated at this point. Now 3K ahead for the majority of the series. If the whole series. Oh, hold on.
They are going to pull on a Kid Bomba. Kid Bomba goes down raw, picking up the kill. Going to move on to the tower, but up in the top side. Carvey going to move on to the tower of his own. SYS comes out on top of that one, though. A nice trade for SYS.
Okay. So they're finding the right calls now, getting those pulls, getting those pick-offs. They'll be playing around that. So now let's see. Oh.
Hey, they get the flicker. That's still, that's still something out.
Yeah.
But even with that, that's how much of a threat Magister is right now on this Guinevere. That's going to actually get them that tier 1 turret at the top side as well. Still putting the pressure. Once again, this side of the jungle, they got to be careful.
Sawo comes in to disrupt a little bit. Magister was looking for that purple. MP able to secure it, though. Magister popped out to dodge the final slash, huh?
Oh, wow.
Goes
Wait
under.
a second. Black Dragon comes in under the tower. Sawo with an Owen's Fury, able to get the knockup. Magister taking a little bit of damage, but it's okay. Sunset Lover able to find 2. King and Felix go down, all for the price of Bomba. It's a good trade for DEVU.
Again, DEVU now. We talked about the Gourd and how difficult it would be boxing. Wait.
Oh, that's a big pull onto Sunset Lover. Sunset Lover trying to get away. Kusei, a couple more shots. Sunset gets a little bit of a heal, but in comes Magister. No, Requiem though. They are able to find Sunset Lover. But Magister's gonna keep chasing and finds Raw. Not only that, but Kusei goes down to top side. Carvey looking for more. Crossbow of Tang and King goes down.
What a
Who are they?
Fight back, bite back. Who are they? What is happening here? Once again, DEVU keeping things together. But SYS, again, when you have to look at what is the condition here for them to get back into this game, despite this lead, it is relatively small, 3,000 gold. They can keep it under control, but really objectively, right? Is it better? Just give up that turtle, let them take it. It looks like that's going to happen here. P the King will just go ahead and try to keep this under control at the bottom lane.
Yeah. Contesting will be way too difficult right now, near impossible. So SYS will just be trying to get wins elsewhere across the map. They can still play around that pickoff. It still is a very strong ult, and they have the abilities to make the most out of a Kaja pull. But now, oh, another one.
No, Carvey with the outmaneuvers, able to take down MP himself.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Spicy, very spicy. Hot. Carvey's hot right now.
When we were talking about the fact that Sunset Lover was going to have a work cut out for him with a lineup from SYS, that is not the case. Because Magister is just doing work. He's overtime right now on this Guinevere. Sao as well, able to actually utilize this Minotaur this time around, finding a lot of those setups with the Manure and Fury. Has the 9 assists already. Once again, SYS just kind of scraping by, trying to find whatever they can. And a lot of the times, that's just Boxy, right? He's got to use the Divine Judgment when it's available, but even when you find it, you have to deal with everything that DEVU throws at him.
Yeah. Why worry about your Gord getting dived on when you can just play to a lead and to a point where SYS can't even dive on the Gord? Yeah. That was just it. Now we're barely going to see Sunset Lover have a difficult time. The members of Deus Vult have the item advantage, the ability advantage. Shao's been on fire, honestly, on this Minotaur. 0-0 and 9. Yep. He's been timing the Minoan Fury incredibly well.
That's going to be hard for SYS if they want to try to get out of this. I think it's just a matter of buying time at this point. They do have some late game potential.
Yes.
But DEVU is closing in quickly.
So with that lead, again, they're going to go ahead and just work on these turrets. They can't get this one just yet, but they're 20 seconds away from the Lord here. Real quick before that happens, how's the items looking?
All right, so for that Wanwan, already up to a golden staff. Still 2 items here for the Claude, so it's going to be a while until he gets his 3rd there. Big lead for the Guinevere as expected, and it's a big lead for that Gord. A priority item, though, was just built up for the Valentina, the Lightning Truncheon, but compared to the Gord, who is already close to his 3rd item here, well, the damage will be respectable, but not quite there yet for SYS Mage.
Yeah, so I think, again, if you're SYS, just give this one up. Try to go ahead and defend as much as possible.
Yeah.
Again, with the lineup that you have, you really need time. You know, you're under the 10-minute mark. Lord going to be secured for Deus Vult. Items still important for SYS to pick up here if they want to stand a chance in actually defending the further Lords. Now, with this being the first one, it should be made quick work of, right? They have damaged themselves in terms of Ra. They can clear some of the ways using the final slash if they have to from Felix. But still, ultimately,
ooh, Magister able to lock on again with a Violent Requiem. Sawo also going to come in with a Minoan's Fury. Flicker! Ra goes down. Felix will be the next to fall. And Boxy. Carvey with a triple kill. DEVU stomping down with Dust Boot.
Deus Vult's not going to give him time. As they get that triple there, Lord's still up on the top side.
2 members left to defend. A full man for Deus Vult. Precision EECA Engineering. It looks like they might actually be able to force that game 5.
Magister finds another one. The King. MP goes down. They're going to move in. The Flicker, the Magic Gush. Kusei in the backside with a blazing duet. Felix with a big final slash on several members. Carvey trying to dance around.
The lead.
Is he going to pop it? He doesn't have it. Decides not to use it. Going to melt down finally. It comes in. The Crystal will fall. Deus Vult equalize the score.
A very quick game this time around from Deus Vult, taking us to a game 5.
All passion by Sawo. You thought it was over. You thought the Owls would run away with it. But the Dark Knights are knocking on the castle of the Cambodian Kings. Game 5. The night is not over yet.
Wow. We saw it earlier. We saw what Kid Bomba did the previous game. It's about to happen possibly here if they play like that once again. Let's go ahead and have this broken down by Leo and Mirko on the panelist stand.
Is this not what we expected from the Dark Knights of the EECA? They are late game specialists and they have turned the momentum around on their Cambodian opponents. We're looking at a game 5 elimination series. Is the drama not palpable? Is it not up to here, the tension in the Rizal Memorial Coliseum?
And to make it even better, we had a conversation backstage that if Deus Vult were able to win game number 4, the odds for SYS to beat them only gets even worse now. And man, that wasn't just a win, Leo. Game 4, it was Deus Vult domination.
It was a statement, all right? There were so many things that were going against Deus Vult. So many picks, so many turns, but as soon as the game loaded in, as soon as Magister found that early kill up top, as soon as objective after objective came in, it just seemed like it was Deus Vult's time to shine. And now it's clear the momentum has swung on over to the ECA with Cambodia left reeling. We're awarding our MVP to none other than, of course, Magister. Again, his Guinevere was the sole reason why starting minute 1, see you soon could not see a mid-game wherein if they did not stop this, the madness that Magister was pulling, then they were going to go to Game 5.
And it comes down to the base damage again. I love that Magister took the risk here to go for Thrill again. They just relied on that base damage in the early game, what already makes Guinevere such a hassle to deal with. The CC, the early game damage, put the Thrill on, and then you'll see how much damage he does. It just really feels like it was a big throw-off for the side of See You Soon. They weren't ready for that damage. Heck, MP the King died 6 times, Leo. A solid 6, when in the other 2 games where he dominated, he was the main star.
Game 1, Lancelot on MP the King hit diff. This time, he was hit in a different way. Did not see that coming. Again, the Trill, I will agree with you, because a good friend of ours watching right now is seeing the item builds, and this is how you build Guinevere. Again, some would say you need maybe 1 magic item, but I am of the camp that, hey, just build your tank, let the CC speak for itself, and then let the follow-through shine. It's already no secret that these Volt rely on Sunset Lover so much, and I guess it's the whole offensive line of thinking and play that Magister has that allowed for Sunset Lover to get away with its gourd.
They've constantly turned the tides around, right? And it's crazy. Again, Na'Vi, the team that Sunset Lover and Sawa were in at M3, they were reverse swept by Todak. Now they're on the way for their own reverse sweep. And we have both the longest game of the day and the shortest game of the day in this series, with Magister and the rest of the team just popping off. Even Carvey, man, I gotta say, early on, I was actually doubting the pick for Carvey, right? Is he comfortable on the pick? He showed us all around with a few triple kills. Yes, Carvey is here on the 1-1, not just to pop random crossbow attacks, but to carry the team with the crossbow attack.
All right, so correct me if I'm wrong. Carvey scored 2-3 kills back-to-back, right?
Yep.
Two of them,
3 kills.
And he, again, against a lineup like this from See You Soon, it usually doesn't happen because, again, they have such a nice way of overloading her cleanse, but they never got to do it. If I'm not mistaken, he was also deathless.
It was. Everything went right. Even the Yu Zhong pick towards the end, right? Even though I would say in the lane itself, Kid Bomba was picked off a couple of times, it was kind of like, it was a Baloyski special, man. It was a death that was worth it. He was always able to sacrifice one of these random deaths. Sure, it looks kind of bombastic in a bad way, but it turned out to be bombastic in a good way.
And again, that's what makes Deus Vult so dangerous, so effective as a team, especially in the late game, is because when you think you have them up against the ropes, it's actually where they want to be. And now, in a full-on series, they also just wanted to be at match point, and that's what got them in the zone. What activated the Bomba mentality across all 5 members, nay, all 6, including Coach Fly Solo, because his draft, again, as risky as it was, putting the gourd in that situation, picking that Yu Zhong last, it was just worth it.
The momentum doesn't start unless it is everything on the line, down to the wire, the final game, perhaps of the series, when See You Soon went to match point. At this point, we might as well call it not momentum, bombentum.
Bombentum. I'll have to meet with the rest of Bombanatics PH to see if that's approved. But again, 10:56, a showcase of what's possible in this current metagame. Game prior to this, we went past 30. So again, folks, looking at that MVP build for the Guinevere over there, Thrill makes a difference. Again, just those extra hits, triggering that passive and then jumping in, it's worth it. I think it's less about the base damage. I think it's more of just the hop, the jump.
The consistent damage coming through as well, right? I mean, throughout the series, throughout the matches that we've seen for Kusei, this is what really stood out to me. The fact that he did not go for the Master Assassin. Sure, you would say, Miracle, it's on a Claude against a 1-1. You'd expect him to go for more defense. Sure, I get that. But honestly, the way that he was laning as well, it just feels like he kind of already lost a bit of confidence. I don't want to say a lot of confidence, but it's a bit. When he was dominating throughout Game 1, 2, and 3, it was completely different. This Kusei was playing a farm, and then later on carry.
And that's why the gold lane experience is a double-edged sword. It's one thing to say, guys, give me a second, I still need to farm up, I will help out. And another to say, I'm already farmed up, let's go. If you're caught between an awkward middle of the pack situation, it's not good for you. You will lose, and that's what happened here, 10:56 in. I'm looking at MP's build, and it's so low to the ground. It's not a good situation, or not good place to be, if you're building hybrid tank Lancelot. There was just not much he was putting on the board.
Not at all. And you know, in game number 1, he proved to us that even a non-meta pick could work. In game 4, he kind of proved to us that if you force it, it'll still be hard to execute. And that's what we saw from him, man. 0-6-1. That's not the normal MP performance that we've come to expect, especially after the first 3 games. And even here, the sandbag, Felix, right? This fact that, you know, 0-6-1 and you don't take the most damage shows you just how squishy the tank-a-lot really is right now.
Yep. Again, everything going towards DEVU's way. And of course, don't forget Sawo's assist. I'm pretty sure these numbers count not just for in-game, but even outside, because I'm sure as of the moment, as we speak, he's already psyching up, making sure that the bombastic mentality, the bomba mentality, and of course the bombentum is on their side. Look at the damage dealt.
So it's approved?
No. I'm trying to get it.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Going back, again, looking at the team fight participation, 72%, again, it's about same, 70-80%, except for Kid Bomba. So what does that mean for DEVU? Why is Kid Bomba very low on the KP?
I feel like, again, it just comes down to him being the sacrificial lamb, right? In a lot of these scenarios, he just dives into the back, acts as a distraction, and even carries on his job desk as a side laner. He'll be the one that you send onto the side lanes to just clear it up, to do the dirty work on the team, because Carvey, their main win condition, popped off. That was what they were looking for in game number 1 and game number 2.